Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video in which I'll be showing you the top best commands of Minecraft Metro. Commands that you should know. And first of all, I want to tell you that there is already a part 1 of this challenge that I uploaded a while ago. I'm going to leave it at the top right, and thank you for the support that part had. That's why I'm making this number 2. If you want a number 3, just get back to 1,000 likes, and then I'll upload a third part. Obviously, all the commands are going to be new, so let's get started. Very well. One of the first commands that I showed us in the previous episode of this mini-series was an extremely useful command, the /locate. The /locate has been updated recently. Before it was used to find only structures such as, for example, let's put village since we have one on that side. It'll tell us the nearest village is at 23752 and 7912, which is surely this one. It also helps us, for example, to track outposts like this one here or any type of structure that's within the game, such as the stronghold. It literally allows us to find a stronghold. And, well, for example, if you teleport using the TP bar command, then here we'd have the stronghold. Extremely easy to use. It can be used for any structure and for any biome. If the biome you're looking for is extremely far from where you are, then try to look for a similar one, or move a couple of coordinates. Once the locate bar has been explained, let's move on to the spawn point bar. A pink sheep has just been generated. Wow, how strange it is. So for example, let's suppose that I put myself in survival, and then I do kill bar. As you can see, I die and spawn in minus 23,909. Okay, so I don't want to spawn here. What I want is to spawn at 00. So what I'll do is, I'll go to 00 and put spawn point bar at and whatever at we want. If we want to apply it to all players, we'll put it, if we only want ourselves at that one, if we put it through a command block at P. So we're going to put at to all players, and now what's going to happen is that when I, for example, wander away and die, I'm going to spawn at 00. But oh gosh, I got the spawn point wrong, I don't know what. Very simple, you put /clear spawn point and that's it. The exact same thing is erased with the at or without, and there the spawn point is erased, and you're going to spawn where you spawn in your world normally. In this case, I think 00. No, look, it's 463.3. This is where we would spawn 100% of the time. So, it's a very useful command for those of you who, if you know you're about to die, then you can respawn in a nearby area. Another command that many of you probably know is the /difficult. Difficulty, which basically allows us to set ourselves to easy, hard, normal, or peaceful. Peaceful is when no mobs spawn. Easy means the game is easy and hostile mobs will appear. We won't get very hungry and they won't take much life. In medium, things start to get complicated, we start to get hungrier, and in hard, it's constant hunger. Enemies can appear with armor, swords, etc. We can also change it from here to settings. We go to game, and from here where it says difficulty, we can change it. Taking advantage of the fact that we are talking about difficulties, another command that I thought of is damage bar. And if, for whatever reason, you want to do some damage to your teammate, for example, in that teammate, I don't know, any player, you put damage bar, edluxer 2, and put here the amount of damage that you want to do. Every number 1 that you know is half a heart, so if you put 2, you're going to be killing 1 heart, and don't get motivated, because if you put 20, I think you're practically killing him. Effectively, 20 is to kill him. So if you want to just kill him at once, you can enter a kill bar and the player you want to put. That player is bothering you a lot. You can put a kick bar, and as we see here, it kicks a player out of the server. I'm not on a server now, so I won't be able to apply it, but you should know that this command is useful here. As you see, it says you can't kick the host out of the game, and if you escape, you'll see that I am the operator, because this is my own world and I can basically do whatever I want with it. So if a new partner joined us, we could also make him operator through here. You would click on it and it would surely be in member. You hit operator, or we could do it from here. OP bar, and you could name your new partner. Excuse me, the OP bar command is used to remove. Then, in case that we, for example, I don't know through here because we have given operator to our partner unintentionally, we are going to suppose that we have given operator to our colleague unintentionally. Then we want to take it away. Essentially, we would put OP bar the asterisk in this case. And for instance, I have now become a member, since I, as the creator of this world, can do whatever I want. But in case it was your friend could not be an operator again. Another command that exists is the clone bar, and there's something cool about the clone bar that I don't know if I can show it here. We're going to make an easy example with a tree. Let me find one. Let's take this tree that's quite... This one here, this one that's quite isolated. So what we can do with the clone bar is basically clone structures. The thing is, it's a bit complex because, for example, to put the clone bar from 328, the coordinates are up here from 328, 64, 121 to this one up here, 335, 70, 128, paste it here. So as you see, now for example, I have this tree copied. Because basically, these first three coordinates, we're going to try to separate them a little bit so you can see them. This group of coordinates and this other group of coordinates simply indicate from here to here, you copy it to me, and in these coordinates, it's where I want you to copy it to me, which is basically where the player is, so I've copied this tree. I don't know, I want to put this other identical tree here. There we have it. Try to learn a little bit before copying anything, in which direction the trees are copied. As you see, the tree is copied to me because looking there, now I'm going to copy it. Well, it's going to copy it here, and as you can see, if I move too far away, it tells me you can't copy blocks out of the world. To avoid this, we can go to settings and temporarily take the simulation distance of 4 chunks and raise it temporarily. Then we put this back to 4 or whatever we're interested in. I'm going to put it now to 12 chunks, and now if I put the command back, it appears. How do I do this of the command appearing? By just doing like this. Well, on mobile, I don't know if you can do it, but on computer, basically, you open the chat, you select this that is already selected by itself. In fact, if you open the chat, it's already selected. With Control minus, you delete everything. If you click on the up arrow, the old command is put, and not only the old command, but they are practically saved because a lot of things that you have come to write. As you can see, here are all the commands that I've been teaching you. So nothing. As you can see, even the leaves change color, and it's a pretty cool command because with the clone bar you can copy even your own house and put it several times. You can make a city in a matter of seconds, and with just having a model you can put it several times, so try to take advantage of it. Now we're going to move a little bit to the topic of communication within servers, and you can communicate in different ways. Suppose you want to troll your partner. Well, if your partner is not very smart, you're going to put an E-bar and you're going to put has died, and why have you died? By drowning, not by burning, for example. You're going to put this, and basically in the chat it's going to appear Luxor2 and Yat has died by burn. As you see, the message appears in the third person, and it means that this is being sent to the console, so to speak. This / command is a little bit useful for role-playing. For example, imagine that you're at McDonald's on a server, and then you say, get a hamburger. Then there it says, well, Luxor2, get a hamburger. This is used for role-playing in the same way that there's the mi/, there's also the say/. Pay attention because after this command comes the interesting one. Basically, your name appears, but if you write it normally, it would appear between arrows. If you put the say/, then it appears in square brackets, which seems much more professional, to be honest. I don't know if the say/ has any other effect. Maybe there will be servers where you can only talk with the say/, although I haven't found any yet, but there will be some. Also, the say/ always serves a little bit to get a bit more authority. In fact, many times on servers you can't use it. Finally, we're going to move on to a command that's extremely cool, which is the mcg/. As you can see here, it says send a private message to one or multiple players, and yes, you can do it to all the players. In this case, we're going to take advantage of it, and we're going to send it to each other, only us. What we do MSG means message in English. I want to send a message to El Lucero too. Okay, and the message is going to be give like, for example. Then, as you see, it seems to me you whispered to him, Lucero 2, give like, and I have received Lucero 2, and Rotetta whispers to you, give like, and it is that now I am only a player, but if you were 2, you would think this is the whisper, and your partner would get this. The lights whisper give like, because it's so cool, because the /MSG can only be read by you, and you will really say only us, no. And it's the sad reality. If I, for example, have the developer, okay, if there is someone inside the server who has an operator, they will be able to read your messages. Evidently, this is useful for a lot, because to be able to facilitate that, the moderators of servers can manage servers. But for example, if you are in 2B2T, then you can use this type of command as /MSG, and thus avoid any kind of problem, or in any other type of server. In 2B2T, the truth is that I would not use that type of command, because some hacker might be able to have that type of message despite not being an admin, and it can get very hardcore, so better to talk about the Discord. But hey, if you really want to address only one person, then you know that you can use the MSG bar, but don't say bad things, because it can be seen by the administrators of the servers. And before going through with some really interesting commands for those who don't like to take too much life away from you, we are going to put the title bar. Okay, there is the title bar and the raw title bar. We are going to use the title bar for now. Maybe in some future I will explain the other one. Then we are going to make variety, and as it is, there are different types of title. Okay, there are 6 different ones. Okay, the clear simply means to remove the one you have put. Resetting it means, well, reset it without further ado. Then there are really 4. Then we're going to write hello, for example, and as you see down here it says hello. Okay, so what's the charm of this command? The charm of this command is that you make a /bar gif at, which is the command, meaning that you give yourself a command, put it here, the command, put the button here, and well, I don't know. But when you pass by here, and I put this button, it tells you, hello, don't know. This is used to make maps, and it's wild. Obviously, this coupon doesn't only exist, it also exists as a subtitle, which basically appears as a subtitle, okay? In this case, it doesn't appear because we would need a title. The title should appear on the screen. There it is. As you can see, it's appeared on the screen. I don't know why it doesn't appear with the AT. The truth is, because he hasn't written what I want him to send. So what happens is, you're waiting for me to send you the /bar command title, the subtitle. And once these 2 are in, they'll be sent out, okay? To clarify, if you want a title to show up, it needs a subtitle. Okay, so let's put it, for example, and there we have it. Okay, once they're set up, they quietly appear, both of them. Okay, so let's finish with some game rules, which essentially mean game rules. In the previous episode of this mini-series, I showed you the keep inventory, which basically means that when you die, you don't lose all your inventory. But in this case, I'm going to show you a bunch of things that can prevent you from losing life when you are freezing. Because when you're freezing, you can lose life. It can also prevent you from losing life by burning yourself, for example. In fact, notice the effect of me burning and going into the snow. I melt it instantly, okay? You can avoid drowning and falling damage. So how do we do this? Well, jot this down because I'm going to be quick. We would put game rule bar and we could set up a match. Okay, and here we could select false. And this way we wouldn't take damage from the fire. If we want the opposite and we want to remove the game, we would put true. Okay, we're leaving it on false for now. If we want to remove the drowning damage, which is the damage from drowning, we'll put in false, same thing. If we don't want it, we'll put it in true. I mean, if we want it, we'll put it in true. If we want the fall damage, damage by falling, we'll put it in true. And if we don't want it, we'll put it in false. And finally, if we want the freeze damage that helps to avoid freezing, then we put it in false if we don't want it, and in true if we do want to freeze to death. So now with a small example, I'm going to put it in survival mode, and you're going to see that theoretically, no matter how much I freeze, I'm not going to lose any life. Okay, I'm entirely on my side, and I'm not losing any life despite shaking. In fact, if now I put this in true, you're going to see that I'm going to start losing life, but if I put it back to false, which is the freeze damage, I stop losing life. Same with fire. Okay, now I'm burning. This works with lava as well. I'm burning, and it's not working. Okay, in fact, I'm going to try it with lava. Indeed, I'm literally inside the lava, and the lava doesn't take my life. The same with fall damage. Let's teleport, and you'll see that I don't take my life away. Okay, there's no fall damage, and there's no drowning damage either. Okay, even though the rivals are going to come for you anyway, and you see that I've run out of air, and still I don't take my life away. So, nothing so far this video. I hope you liked it, and see you in the next one. And I support the first episode, and remember that if we reach 1,000 likes, I will upload a third part explaining more interesting commands, and I see many content creators explaining the commands, but really I think that many interesting ones are left out. Well, and that is why the video was so supported. It's the first video like this. See you in the next. Bye bye.